So it's Saturday, June 24th at about 11:20 in the morning, and I've decided to head out for a bike ride, something I haven't done for a little while. And I think I'm just going to go around our smaller loop that I ride out here quite often. It's a nice 16-kilometer loop. The day is hot and humid and quite cloudy for the most part, a bit of broken sun seeping through, but otherwise should be a nice ride. Well, I was just going to do the smaller 16-kilometer loop, but I got up here to the Echo Lake loop ride that I sometimes do, and the road looked pretty good. It's been packed down quite a bit since I was here last. So I thought I'd head off in this direction. I'll probably regret it. The heavens will probably open up and I'll get poured on or something like that, severe thunderstorms, but I figure for all of my dedicated viewers, I'm willing to do that. So if something bad happens, you know who I'm going to blame. The deer flies are hungry up here. As soon as you get off that other loop and head into this more wild section, the deer flies just pop out of nowhere. And it's very humid out. The skies are still looking pretty good. So we'll see how it goes. Well, the road's good. It's packed down pretty tight for the most part, not too much gravel sitting on the surface. And as you may be able to see here around me, there's quite a few deer flies up this road, and they will be here all the way around basically, right till I almost get back home again. But they're out and they're hungry, so anytime you stop, they get on you and start biting. As long as you can keep moving, you're not too bad. Oh, this is a great loop when the road is half decent like it is again today. It is clouding up a bit. Hopefully we're not going to get anything major until I get back. I am taking a risk for all you folks out there, and I hope you appreciate it, because I'm risking my life here. It could be pouring down and lightning bolts at any time. You have to keep hydrated on a humid day like this. So cheers, everybody. I only brought one bottle because I thought I was only doing 16 kilometers. Now it turns out I'm doing 42 kilometers, so hopefully this will be enough. So we've just come around the north end of the loop, and now we're going to head down the west side southward through a series of lakes and marshes and forest and fields. Very pretty side. A little more scenic on this side than the other side, but they're both very nice. I meant to add that it's just 12:30 now as we're rounding the north end. So been out just over an hour now. And I'm going fairly slow because I'm doing all this video work and pictures and all the rest of it. It's a very nice day for riding out. About 27 degrees. It is humid, but as long as you keep moving, it's not bad. And the clouds are providing a nice amount of shade, so you're not out here burning like you would on a bright sunny day. The only negative really are the deer flies. I find typically that you have to attain speeds of at least 27 to 30 kilometers an hour before you can start to outrun the deer flies. So on a ride like this, on these back roads, that means I have to find a nice downhill slope where I can attain those speeds or even greater. Like when I'm just heading down now. Because typically on the flats here or on hills, I'm riding much less than that. I'm riding probably 15 to 20 kilometers an hour. Here's a neat little channel through the marsh here. It's only about 3 or 4 feet wide, and it looks like it goes through a dense mass of Canada blue joint. Well, it's clearing up again. More sunshine once again. So I don't know if we're going to get these heavy rain showers they're talking about. They've actually got a rainfall warning up for 50 to 75 millimeters this afternoon in slow-moving thunderstorms. But much of the time when they say that, we never get it. Okay, just that 4th Lake Road here. We're gonna keep left. So it's 1:20 and I've pretty well made my way around the west side here, just coming out the south end towards the railroad tracks. Been a nice ride through there. It's gotten quite sunny again over the last few kilometers, so it's pretty hot. And here we meet pavement. There are some nice stands of this marsh valerian growing along this section of the route in the wet ditches and in the wet fields adjacent to the road. It's not a plant I actually see very often. You can see the distinctive leaves down here on the stem. And then the nice umbels of white flowers, quite tall, 4 feet tall. Very pretty plant. Just in time for a train. Here's an old beauty for sale. Chevrolet station wagon of some sort. Guess it's a Bel Air. Okay, we've turned on to Second Lake Road now, which goes along the south side of Depot Lakes Conservation Area, and we're heading east towards home. Well, there's a little buildup of thunderhead type clouds to the north here. And I notice over towards Ottawa, in this direction, you can see right on the bottom of the horizon, there's some bigger cloud buildups over there. So they're probably actually getting thunderstorms. Whereas out here, these are just sort of precursors or potentially developing thunderstorms.